how you can manifest a quick, cool $10,000 in a snap. And I'm serious. If you're new here, welcome. And before we get into it real quick, please remember to find me over here on this platform. Right here, I just kind of launched over here. Haven't really done a lot yet on this platform yet, but in the coming weeks and months, we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff over here. Stuff that we can't really do here in this place that you currently are watching me on. And it's going to be earth-shattering, guys. So make sure to check me out over there. New World All-Star over there. Let me share something with you. The inspiration for this video, how you can really manifest 10,000 bucks like that. And by the way, I got one better. How can I keep doing that over and over again? What if you could do that every month? I'm for real, guys. I'm for real. Okay, so let me read you my thoughts. The modern scientific inquiry is based on literally 200 plus year old thinking from Descartes and Newton, who say that the universe is 100% predictable. So in other words, think of A plus B equals C. Or if you throw a baseball down the street, you know gravity is there and it's going to fall. And if you throw it even harder, it's going to go further. And if you don't throw it as hard, it's not going to go as far. Right? It's predictable. And on a local level, these types of physics are true, right? Sir Isaac Newton, Newtonian physics, also Descartes. This old way of thinking, which was the best science that we had at the time, is telling us that the universe must be like a big machine. That's the way Descartes viewed the universe. It's predictable. And a lot of the things that's true, but even more so in today's modern scientific endeavor, they're finding that the universe appears to be participatory. We are creators, whether we know it or not. Let me continue. Quantum physics has really shaken the table on that notion. Yeah, they're still teaching this stuff in schools and telling us that this is how things work and this is the way things are. So this old type of physics, that the universe is a big machine and everything is predictable, right? They still teach this in schools. So the modern scientific inquiry is based on 200 plus year old science. You guys realize what's changed in the last 10, 15 years when it comes to physics? Guys, they've proven out quantum entanglement. When you have a second, take a little time to research a thing called information realism, which is validating this notion that the universe is mental. Think of it like the mind of God or something like that. So your thoughts and how you feel change the 3D physical world out there. No matter how many times you break reality down, you always end up in a place where everything is made out of the same stuff. And at the very base level, it's all energy. You are energy, and so is everything else, just like money, just like a relationship, anything you want to talk about. You're made out of cells. Cells are made out of molecules. Molecules are made out of atoms. Atoms are made out of subatomic particles. Subatomic particles are made out of energy. Everything is energy, guys. Your thoughts are creative. So why don't I make $10,000? Why isn't that happening? Well, I guess the basis of your question is, how do I get the law of attraction to start working? How do I start manifesting 10,000 bucks? Right? How do I get the law of attraction to start working? It already is. You just don't like what you're being. Well, Kurt, what is that supposed to mean? That sounds like a put down. It's not a put down. It's just the law. It's like gravity. If you throw a ball, it's going to hit the ground. It's the law. You are creative and you are living in a participatory universe. What you are being is what you are receiving. I know, but Kurt, I'm broke. I don't want that. I would never even choose that. Touché. But you are subconsciously choosing lack, whether you know it or not. Let me give you an example here. You might be thinking in your mind, I deserve money. Money is good. Like you've let go of a lot of the kind of gaslighty things that you see people say about money. And I get that all the time from people. You're charging money for your services, Kurt. You're bad. You should be giving away your services. Why? I like money. And I don't do anything unethical to make the money that I make. But guys, money is good. Well, and ultimately, it's neither good nor bad. It's what you do with it, and it's how you acquire it that matters. But we've been told to feel all this guilt and shame around money. So you might even be thinking to yourself, I like money. I can do better than this, right? Now, let's say you open up a business, and for the first time, somebody pays you for your services, and you take their money, right? So when it comes time for them to pay you, they hand you the money, and you take the money out of their hand. How do you feel about it? Did you feel guilty? Like, oh, I don't know if I should take it. Do you feel this emotional response? Like, am I supposed to take the money? Oh, maybe I'll just charge you half, and you give them half the money back. I don't want to, I don't want to be greedy. You ever notice that? A lot of people do that. I used to do that, right? And here's the thing, like, they agreed to pay you for your services, and you actually did a good job. Your prices are competitive. You don't charge rip-off prices. You're ethical, right? You're doing everything right. What's the problem? It's this programming. It's this internalized subconscious programming that we've all been subjected to. There's all this shame and guilt around money or having a lover that you appreciate, right? Or a better job or whatever it is, better health. So you might be thinking, I deserve money. You're doing all these affirmations, but the money's not showing up. Why? Well, again, think about it. How would you feel if you charged money and somebody, you're saying, oh, it's $200. And they go, all right, here's $200. And then when they hand the money to you, you're like, oh man, here, just take $100 back. I'm going to give you a deal today. Why? You feel guilty about it maybe. Does that ever happen to you? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? There's a disparity between what you're thinking and what you're feeling. You're sending mixed signals to the universe. Guys, what you're being is subconscious. The emotional way that you feel is your subconscious programming. And the subconscious is hardwired into the information universe. Again, this is a participatory universe. You're a creator. It's not a machine that just follows a set of mechanics or programs, the universe, okay? You can actually alter it with your mind, with your thoughts. But they're still teaching you in schools that this stuff isn't true. It's a dead universe. It's not alive. We're the accident of chance, chemical manipulations. Consciousness is a product of electrical impulses in your brain, yada, yada, yada. What I'm letting you know is that's not even what scientists are talking about these days, guys. They're just not teaching it in schools. One of my coaches, one of my employees, we were talking about this, my paid coaching programs. She assists me with coaching. So I've got my Law of Attraction coaching program and I got my Twin Flame coaching program. And we were talking about this. She said, yeah, man, the textbooks at my kids' school are like 20 years old. It's like from the year 2000. And guys, I'm telling you, science is uncovering some shocking things today. And it's fucking awesome. The things that they're saying. It's indisputable that we live in a participatory universe. But guys, you're going to get the cognitive dissonance from the system. You're going to get people who are stuck in that old way of thinking 200 plus years ago, where there has to be a mechanism to explain everything. And what I'm telling you is, well, yeah, but one of the mechanisms is that you get to create reality with your thoughts. And I'm serious. And again, information realism. There's a video you can look on YouTube. Just look up Eckhart Tolle and Lothar Schaefer. Lothar, Lothar Schaefer. He's a physicist. And he's talking with Eckhart Tolle about how the substrate of 3D physical reality is information. And you're like, what do you mean information? And some people, they don't know what substrate means. Think a substrate would be like the frame of an automobile. And then to the frame, you attach the axles and the body and the engine and the electrical and all the wheels, and right? It's a substrate. It's the frame of a building, right? Or the substrate of a house might be the foundation, right? Well, anyway, the substrate of 3D physical reality is information. You know, the very first thing that ancient Hermetic philosophy teaches you, if you ever have the pleasure of learning ancient Hermetic philosophy, the first thing that you learn is something called mentalism, which is that the universe is mental. Right, it's the mind of God. And even the Bible said this. You are body, mind, and soul, right? Well, you were made in the image and likeness of God, right? Literally. So there's the physical universe, there's the planets and the stars and physical matter. And in our world around us, there's people and money, like $10,000. And things like this. There's physical matter. And then there's the mental universe. And I'm going to be talking more about this on this channel. I've talked about it a little bit. You can go find my Manifest Your Dream Life playlist. That's my Law of Attraction playlist on this YouTube channel. Go check it out. Some of the newer videos, although, maybe I need to redo that playlist because I kind of just decided to start going in this direction over the last month or two, like getting more into the meat of the Law of Attraction with you guys. So maybe go kind of towards the bottom of the list. I'll update it. What is the date today? It's February 6th, 2023. So I'll update it this week sometime. And I'll just kind of start over. I'll maybe put the newer stuff at the top just to help you guys out. But this is the real shit when it comes to the Law of Attraction. Realizing that you are creative and that you can actually reprogram your subconscious mind to overcome the emotional response that you have about money. Even though your mind, you're going, well, yeah, I understand that money is just energy and money's not good or bad, and that's great. But then emotionally, you still feel like shamed or something. You maybe feel guilty. Maybe not. But that seems to be a very common problem. Or maybe your thinking is backwards. That's another example of this. You know, there's some people who say, oh, I'm so tired of being broke. And then they guilt trip you, like somebody like me who runs a business or something. Why? Money is easy to make, and everybody should be making it. Everybody should be making money. Serious. Can you imagine what a wonderful world it would be if everybody had a lot of money? You know, like Eckhart Tolle is worth something like $50 million, and I think he deserves it. I think he deserves $50 million. But anybody can have that kind of money, guys. Anybody could get that kind of money. And there's so much abundance in this world. It's just the powers that be, they kind of hoard it. But we can break through that glass ceiling. We can puncture a hole in there and the money will come spewing out, right? All you got to do is use your mind. Reprogram your subconscious habits of thought and feeling, your emotion. So you got to reprogram how you feel emotionally. That's the key. Using your conscious mind to reprogram your subconscious mind. Because remember, the subconscious mind is hard linked into the mental universe, or the field, as quantum physicists refer to it. And you kind of just got to make a lifestyle out of it. You make a way of life out of this reprogramming. It's like your new habit is the reprogramming. Like your outcome, your end game, your goal is to set up a lifestyle of reprogramming. And if you just focus on that, the money will follow, guys. And actually, if you want to sign up for my Manifest Your Dream Life video program, now's the time. I might actually raise the price sometime this spring, because I've come to realize just how comprehensive it is. So get it while the getting's good, guys. It's very, very thorough. It's 26 hours long, and then you get the weekly call system and the Facebook group. So we're not just asleep at the wheel up here. We'll make a master out of you. I'm on a mission to make a master out of you guys. So if you're interested, now's the time. It's super affordable. Or just watch these videos. Just stick around for a while. We're going to be talking about this stuff, guys. I'm going to make a master out of you. Well, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week. See you next time.